training with the 5th Street Gym's oldest trainer, Mo Flasher. Sell-off Mo, 81 years old, 60 years in boxing. What did you think of that kid showing his new training techniques?
Well, I don't believe in that stuff, you know what I mean? In my days, we never saw them things. We had good trainers around that know what it's all about. You don't overwork the fighter in the gymnasium like they got some of these kids. Last night, one kid worked about 20 rounds in the gym every day for 2 weeks, and he got knocked out. They leave everything in the gym.
What do you think of this new guy with his bubbles and the whole...
Strictly a shoemaker. Where'd you find him at? I've never seen a guy in my life punching bubbles. He killed his fighter.
Well, you saw this young man with his new techniques. Do you think those are any good?
To a degree, yes and no. I personally don't believe in all that rigmarole of running around and doing it.
What do you think of this new method that this kid's got?
A waste of time. That guy gets a punch on the chin. He forgets everything.
I know you like to have your fighter work on the light bag, on the speed bag. What for? What does that do for you?
I give him speed with the arms, give his eyes in shape, let him watch the punches, move his head at the same time. Give him speed, speed, speed. That's what you need in the ring today.
Why do they jump rope, Jerry?
When they don't do road work, they jump work, a rope to expand their lungs. It's the rhythm and coordination. It gives them a lot of coordination with the jumping up and all that.
What is this guy doing punching a heavy bag?
He's trying to toughen his hands up, and he's learning how to, when he throws a high punch, a left hook or to the chin and one to the body. And he's toughening the hands up when he's punching. You don't have to hold nothing back. He's got to punch the right way with the knuckles, not on the side, straight for the knuckles.
Let me ask you, do you think there'll ever be new methods in boxing to train a fighter?
Well, if they did, they might well close up boxing.
All right, and both Mike McCallum and Ayub Kalule, who have trained hard for today's bout, are getting ready. We'll be back here at Atlantic City with live boxing in just a moment.
Are our leaders and...
We've run out.
That's okay, Dad. We'll just run out to the corner for some more.
Get the Yellow Pages talking.
We match colors.
Back in Atlantic City, New Jersey, the introduction for Mike McCallum.
And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with the white and black trim, he is tipping the scales at 154 1/4 pounds. This young man is ranked 5th by the World Boxing Association. He has a record of 40 wins, 2 losses with 19 knockouts. A native of Kampala, Uganda, and now residing in Copenhagen, Denmark. Ladies and gentlemen, the former junior middleweight champion of the world, Ayub Kalule.
Ayub Kalule, the one-time world junior middleweight champion who won his crown back in October of '79, made 4 successful title defenses before going up against Sugar Ray Leonard and was stopped by Sugar Ray in round 9 and then was beaten by Davey Moore, so that record at 40-2, 19 by knockout. There is Ayub Kalule going up against Mike McCallum from Kingston, Jamaica, 25 years old, now living in Valley Stream, Long Island. McCallum 16-0, 15 by knockout. McCallum is ranked 10th by Ring Magazine. Comes off a 3rd-round knockout of Carlos Betancourt at Madison Square Garden in New York, late October. McCallum in the white and Kalule in the black. And Bertie, as we touched on at the start, Mike McCallum for the first time going against a southpaw. Kalule actually a converted southpaw.
That's a terrible time to have to learn how to fight a southpaw when you're fighting a former champion who's only lost his last 2 fights in 42 fights. It's a very awkward left-hander. He's certainly given all the American fighters to send over to Denmark a lot of trouble with that left-handed style.
He is a natural right-hander, switched to southpaw after watching his older brother make the conversion, but Kalule's best punch, the right hook, has a sharp jab, likes to apply pressure, good hand and foot speed, likes the power, though, to finish people off, although he did sting Sugar Ray Leonard a couple of times.
That was a good fight while it lasted. He gave Sugar Ray a lot of trouble, but then when Sugar Ray solved the style, it was rapidly all over. I don't know those two beatings that he took from Sugar Ray and from Davey Moore. Davey Moore really had an interesting fight with him, but then came on so strong. I don't know if that took a lot out of Kalule. He looks a lot older in his face and in his body than his stated age of 28.
This is round one, feeling out for both fighters halfway through. Speed.
Mike looking to drop the... Oh, good combination by McCallum.
Kalule continues to get the jab in on McCallum.
McCallum trying to drop that right hand in.
And got the left in.
Well, we know McCallum's got a thunderous punch. At 16-0 and 15 knockouts, you know he can bang.
Coming off a terrific amateur career, record of 240-10. That includes 3 national titles, place on the Jamaican 1976 Olympian squad, represented Jamaica at the Montreal Olympics, won his first 2 bouts there, but dropped a close decision. Pick him up! Pick him up! Scoring here in the state of New Jersey on the round system. If the round is even, they go to the 5 points. And the scoring handled by the referee, Joe Cortez. And the goal of Kalule put down. Mike McCallum putting Kalule to the canvas of this opening round. Final seconds of the round.
How's that right hand he's been looking for, and he landed. He certainly shot enough of them.
According...
Real go over here.
Late first round, Ayub Kalule put down by that right hand thrown by Mike McCallum. But Kalule getting right up. Late first round, Ayub Kalule put down by that right hand thrown by Mike McCallum. But Kalule getting right up in the final seconds of the round. So McCallum delivering the right hand. This is round 2. Double left by McCallum.
First round was progressing in a rather dull fashion, I thought, rather listless on the part of Ayub. And McCallum looking to land that one shot. With that one shot landing, that right uppercut that put him down, I don't think it hurt him as much as caught him off balance. It woke up Ayub. And when he went back into the corner, Al Silvano, who has been in more movies and fights, I think, was telling him, stick to the body. Go right to the body, quit reaching for his head.
Kalule has not fought when it was stopped by Davey Moore here in Atlantic City in the 9th round. That for the WBA junior middleweight title.
Good thumping body punches by Mike McCallum, who's still looking for that right hand. Apparently he thinks he can land it just flush. He can do good with that left hook if he tries it.
And he has the right hand cocked, the left hand down low, but he's delivering on Kalule right on target. And he has Kalule hurt.
McCallum is so confident of that right hand, he's almost leaning that way. I mean, he's not balancing himself. He's just leaning to punch that right hand.
Luckily, jabbing with the left and has that right hand cocked.
McCallum not showing the speed and grace that he's capable. I've seen him fight many times, and he's got a great balance and speed, and he's not showing that. He's looking oddly amateurish, but because he's so convinced he can land the right hand whenever he wants. And he's not fighting with his usual polish. On the other hand, Ayub Kalule looks like he's reaching way past what he's got left.
Come on.
Going into his bout against Sugar Ray Leonard, Kalule was an unknown quantity and won a lot of respect for that performance. But the rap against him is that he has at times been listless.
Well, he's certainly listless today, and he's getting more listless as those right hands keep thudding off the side of his head.
Ding, ding, ding. All right, break.
We approach 30 seconds left in the second round. Right hand by McCallum did not have much on it. Trying to set it up with the left.
Kalule breathing so hard. You can hear him all the way over. It's only the second round, and he is breathing like a wounded buffalo right now.
And we come to the conclusion of round 2. And we welcome you back to the Sands Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Marv Albert with the fight doctors, Rudy Pacheco. Live on NBC Sports World, Ayub Kalule. And the black trunks, Mike McCallum with an undefeated record, 16-0, 15 by knockout. And the white, McCallum putting Kalule down late in round 1.
Come on, let's go.
Kalule was considered the world's top amateur boxer at 139 pounds, that entering the Montreal Olympics in 1976, but because of the Olympic boycott by the African nations, Kalule did not compete at the time. The feeling was Kalule would go against Sugar Ray Leonard, but it did not come to be, and then Leonard went on to win the gold. 5 years after that, they did have the matchup with Leonard coming away with the victory.
Speed.
And we're 1 minute in, round 3.
In the corner, Al Silvano, apparently satisfied with his performance in the second round. Well, I don't know why. Had told Ayub Kalule, now you're doing okay. Just stick to the body. Stick to the body. He's blown the first 2 rounds, and McCallum looks like he can just pick him apart.
Kalule does look more interesting in this third round.
As a way of that your interest peaks when you keep getting hit on the left side of your face by a right hand. You get the feeling that McCallum's sort of playing with it. He doesn't punch real hard, and then all of a sudden he lets go a really hard punch. He just pity-pats, and then he lets the right hand go hard.
Corner trying to stir him up because they felt that McCallum is just resting through this third round, just checking it out.
Ayub Kalule's punches don't seem to have too much in him. He's going to the body, but they're not really hard, singing punches. Doesn't seem to be. Oh, they're all getting a little low now. He hurt Kalule in the second round, put him down in the first, and Kalule in trouble again, and McCallum senses it. Now McCallum just pot-shotting, looking for that one good shot. McCallum scoring well in this third round. From the midway point on, as we approach 10 seconds left of the round, and the legs of Kalule weakening. Legs look rubbery right now. We'll be back with round 4 in a moment. Braxton defending against third-ranked Eddie Davis. And what should be a middleweight brawl between Mustafa Hamsho and Bobby Jazz. Also on the card, knockout artist Tony Ayala. That'll be 9 o'clock New York time next Saturday night. Oh, those body shots that McCallum was putting in all during that promo, he was pummeling the midsection of Ayub Kalule. Ayub breathing very hard and getting hit by just about anything that Mike McCallum wants to throw in there. McCallum getting between the gloves of Kalule, then going uppercut. You know, there's such an interest in the Chez fight. It's really remarkable. Hamsho's captured most of the audience in repeated fights, and we really don't know what Bobby Chez has got till he faces a veteran like that. I think it's going to be an exciting fight. And Bobby Chez will be the subject of an interview in our studio tomorrow during the course of NBC's Sports Special.
It's final 2 rounds in the WBC World Heavyweight Championship live November 26th on ABC.
Introducing the Volkswagen Rabbit.
To round 5, Ayub Kalule trailing badly on the scorecard to the man in the white trunks, Mike McCallum, who comes in undefeated, a record of 16-0, 15 by knockout. Kalule in the black, one-time WBA junior middleweight champion, record of 40-2, 19 knockouts, fighting
200. 200 will put it down.
Good right hand by McCallum. McCallum putting Kalule down late first round.
Well, this bout is shaping up to be yesterday versus today. The wave of the future is sweeping over and maybe into retirement. Ayub Kalule, who's come an awful long way to eat all those right hands he's eating. He's come all the way from Denmark and so far has lost all 4 rounds. Has done nothing to convince Mike McCallum he should respect him, and indeed he is showing no respect. He's standing right in front of him, not giving him any lateral movement.
Although if McCallum does go on to the victory here, Kalule, type of boxer to continue for several years fighting in Europe, where most of his fights are taking place.
Right hand just bouncing off of Kalule.
Good left hand by McCallum.
Yeah, unfortunately, in Europe, I think they still have a 1930 attitude. They just keep them fighting forever until they can't use them anymore and then discard them. I hope that sooner or later they get a little bit more merciful and guys retire at an earlier age like they seem to be doing around here. Maybe Sugar Ray Leonard will show the way with his manful retirement right in the middle of all those riches.
And we approach a minute left of this 5th round. And it's
balls in one shot.
McCallum.
All right, let's go.
McCallum out of Kingston, Jamaica. Moved to live with relatives in Canada as a teenager before moving to Nashville, Tennessee, where he fought as an amateur.
Come on, let's go.
He was guided by 1976 Olympian Clint Jackson. Part of the Clint Jackson stable that included Johnny Bump City Bumpus and several others.
How would you like to be Bumpus and be standing in line looking at Aaron Pryor? Would it make you think of going to trade school and finding a different profession? What a wonderful fight last night, as long as we're talking about it. Pryor and Arguello. I can't remember a thrill like that since Leonard and Hearns and Ali Frazier won.
Double right hand by McCallum in what has been a non-action 5th round. We'll be back with round 6 after these words. And this is round 6 scheduled for 10. Mike McCallum, Ayub Kalule. McCallum in the white, Kalule in the black. What does the fight doctor's scorecard show?
A total shutout. And have not given around to Ayub Kalule. I must mention here that Mike McCallum certainly has not had any trouble with his left-hander. I mean, if this is the experience he needs to fight a left-hander, he's certainly getting it in gobs because he is handling him easily.
Bing. Press ball. Come on, let's go.
McCallum has that facility to turn over a punch. He's throwing a straight hand and then comes with an uppercut right under it. The mark of a good combination puncher. The guy can punch straight and then come with an uppercut immediately behind it.
Kalule has recovered. He was knocked down in the 1st round. Nearly went down in the 2nd. Beaten badly in the 3rd. And while McCallum has carried the fight, Kalule not looking the way he did back in round 3 when it appeared that McCallum was all set to conclude matters. And again, McCallum setting up with the jab and then goes to the right. Strong left hook to the body being utilized by McCallum, showing us his entire repertoire. Uppercut, hook.
Ayub Kalule's legs don't carry him like they should. He's certainly lost it. When you begin to look at when a fighter's number 4 doesn't have it, the unmerciful term being a shot fighter. You begin to see this. His legs don't work right. He just can't get off the combinations and make them work together. Whereas on the other end of it, you see a young man right at the beginning of a good career where his reflexes are working right, and he's almost having an enjoyable afternoon workout.
And McCallum continues to go to the body. Kalule having difficulty with the taller McCallum. 3.5-inch height advantage. Weight about even. McCallum 154. Kalule 154.25. And McCallum the slight reach advantage. We are final seconds. Round 6.
All right, break.
Most of his fights in Europe.
Most of his fights were in Copenhagen. Many fighters from Miami went over to fight him. Gomez Brennan, Elijah Obed, and they all came back with losses. You just couldn't beat the guy in Copenhagen. I don't mean that as hometown officiating, but he was very good in Copenhagen. He was virtually, he was unbeatable there. He never lost. On the other hand, I think Mike McCallum could beat him wherever they fight.
And you see the expanse of the ring from our overhead here at the Sands Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Mike McCallum has had his way with Ayub Kalule.
Yeah, from afar or from up close, all you're seeing is a one-way beating with McCallum just seeming to content to beat a tattoo on Ayub Kalule. He doesn't feel like he's pushing it for a knockout. Do you get the feeling that if he really settled down one round to punching, he can knock him out?
McCallum did put Kalule
when the
round, and had him in trouble in rounds 2 and 3. There's Kalule with a combination, and McCallum counters. Good left hand to set up the right again. And Kalule got hit with another left that stung him. And Kalule looks hurt again. McCallum with devastating combinations. And McCallum corner screaming for him to end it.
Just bouncing everything he wants to off of him.
45 seconds left. 7th round, another big round for McCallum.
Here's the time for McCallum to press and finish this off.
Kalule looks to be on the way down. Joe Cortez checking it out. Kalule taking a beating in the 7th round.
Well, as long as he keeps punching back, Marv, the referee cannot stop him. Although, heaven knows, he's close to doing so. Cortez looking very sharply at the eyes of Ayub Kalule. And he can't see him too good because there's a lot of red leather in his eyes.
Final seconds, 7th round. We'll stay between rounds as Kalule has been battered here. Ayub Kalule taking a pounding from Mike McCallum. And let's listen in on his corner.
How you feel? All right, get the doctor in here. I want the doctor to check him out.
Yeah, okay.
Huh? Listen to him. I know. I want the doctor to check him out.
That's all.
I want to protect the man. I don't want the man getting hurt.
Nice deep breath. Breathe. Come on. I think that's okay. Breathe.
I see him, please.
Go ahead.
How you feel?
You all right? You know where you are?
Yeah.
Well, I think...
Where are you? In the group.
Here with the... I think we start. That's the man.
Please, what? Okay. Okay, I'll stop the fight. Yeah. I'll stop the fight. I want to protect you. I don't want you getting unnecessary punishment. Okay. Okay? Let me talk. All right.
Yes.
All over. As you saw in the corner of Ayub Kalule, the doctor's asking where he is, and no complaint, as you can see from Kalule. He was pounded. Mike McCallum has continued his unbeaten record, 17-0, 16 by knockout. Ayub Kalule taking a thrashing in round 7, and a wise move. Joe Cortez leading the way, and you got the idea cajoling the doctors into stopping the bout, as it was a composite decision between the ringside physicians and Joe Cortez, and no balking at all from the corner. So a good move, because it was all Mike McCallum in the 7th round, landing to the head for the most part on Kalule. He put Kalule down back in round 1. He hurt him in rounds 2 and 3, and might go down as a shutout. Kalule not in it. Started lethargically and could not get going at all. Mike McCallum out of Kingston, Jamaica, and now living in Valley Stream, Long Island. Ranked number 10 by Ring Magazine, 13th by the WBC, and doing the job here on Ayub Kalule to maintain his unbeaten record. Ferdy will be back in a moment to talk with the winner, Mike McCallum, as Sports World continues.
Championship of the World, live from Las Vegas in just a moment.
From Ferdy, a man who prides himself on his body, to more bodybuilding. Let's rejoin Paul Page.
We're back at the Women's World Bodybuilding Championship in Las Vegas with an international field